Welcome to my channel. In today's video, we are going to explore the Washington quarter dollar 1990 with the P mint mark. Is one of those coins that holds a certain aura of mystery and fortune in the world of collectors. While on the surface, it may look like just another quarter from the million struck that year, hidden within its metal lies a chance of an extraordinary treasure. Some rare error strikes, unique die variations, or flawless condition examples can take what seems ordinary and transform it into something worth unimaginable amounts of money. For those lucky enough to stumble across such a piece, this coin can feel like a golden ticket to a brand new destiny. What makes the 1990p Washington quarter so fascinating is not just its age or design, but the stories it carries. Each coin mint has been through countless hands, vending machines, pockets, and registers, yet the rare survivors, those in pristine condition or carry mistakes from the mint, stand apart like diamonds in the rough. It is precisely this combination of rarity and historical value that makes collectors chase it with such passion. A common coin in circulation may only be worth face value, but when uniqueness enters the equation, its value skyrockets beyond imagination. Imagine holding a coin that looks like every other 25-cent piece, yet beneath its surface is a hidden fortune waiting to be unlocked. The 1990p Washington quarter has been reported in some cases to reach prices that sound like a fantasy, figures in the thousands, even into the millions depending on error type and collector demand. That is why those who understand coin values guard theirs like a secret jewel. It is a reminder that sometimes the most valuable treasures are hiding in plain sight, right inside your own pocket change. What transforms this coin into a life-changing asset is its connection to rarity and human desire. Collectors are not simply buying metal. They are buying history, identity, and the thrill of owning something few others can ever claim. That hunger for possession creates competition, and competition raises value. This is why a coin that cost only 25 cents to use in 1990 can today command unimaginable prices. It becomes a symbol of both wealth and status, as well as a passport into the exclusive world of high-end numismatics. For the person who accidentally discovers one of these quarters, it can feel like fate itself has intervened. The thought of turning a small coin into a fortune overnight is what fuels the excitement. In an age where people dream of instant wealth, the 1990p Washington quarter embodies that dream in physical form. It is not just a piece of currency. It is a bridge between the everyday and the extraordinary, a reminder that fortune can appear in the most unexpected places. The power of this coin also lies in its storytelling. Each time someone holds it, they hold a piece of American history, a chapter from a time when coins were more than just digital balances on a screen. The year 1990 marks the end of one era and the beginning of another in numismatics, and this quarter captures that transition. It is a piece of art, a piece of culture, and a piece of destiny rolled into one shining circle of copper and nickel. Collectors and dealers alike will always chase the rarest forms of this coin, whether for investment or passion. As markets shift, the value of such treasures only tend to climb higher, making them a hedge against time itself. To own one is to own an asset that is both tangible and eternal. The stories of lucky individuals who became millionaires from rare quarters continue to inspire others to search their own jars, drawers, and wallets for that one coin capable of rewriting their fortune. In the end, the 1990p Washington quarter dollar proves a timeless truth that wealth does not always come in gold bars or grand estates. Sometimes it comes in the form of a small, unassuming coin that fits in the palm of your hand. A coin so rare and powerful that it can shift your destiny in the blink of an eye, turning ordinary people into legends overnight. That is why this quarter remains a symbol of hope, fortune, and unimaginable opportunity. Would you like me to also craft a YouTube-style narration script version of this, with punchy opening and closing lines to hook viewers better? Second, the 1993 Washington quarter dollar is not just a coin. It is a silent guardian of American history and a hidden treasure waiting to surprise those who underestimate its worth. Struck at the Denver Mint, this quarter carries a distinct D mint mark, and for some collectors, it has become far more than a piece of circulating currency. While to the untrained eye it looks ordinary, to those who understand the mystery of rare coins, this small disc of copper and nickel holds the power to rewrite destiny. Its true value emerges not from the material itself, but from the rare mistakes, limited runs, and preserved conditions that transform it into a priceless artifact. Imagine for a moment pulling this coin out of your pocket change without realizing the fortune it holds. The 1993 D Washington quarter has often been linked with stories of collectors chasing perfection. Coins with flawless strikes, rare misprints, or minting errors. These imperfections to the casual spender become treasures in the world of numismatics. A single coin with the right rarity factor can turn its finder into an overnight millionaire, making the kind of wealth one dreams about but never expects from something so ordinary as a quarter. What gives this coin its charm is its dual personality. On one hand, it is a coin meant for daily commerce, a helper in countless transactions at grocery stores and vending machines. On the other hand, it is a golden ticket for those lucky enough to possess the right variation in pristine condition. When collectors and auction houses compete for such rarities, the prices soar to unimaginable heights. The bidding wars fueled by passion and prestige have elevated the 1993 D Washington quarter into the realm of dream-making currency. There is also the psychological magic tied to this coin. People are fascinated by the idea that wealth can hide in plain sight. The 1993 D quarter symbolizes this very phenomenon. It whispers to the world that sometimes the most valuable things are overlooked. That thrill, that possibility, draws collectors and dreamers alike. Its story is not just about money. It is about hope, patience, and the belief that one stroke of luck can change everything overnight. Collectors treasure the 1993 D Washington quarter in mint state or error-struck forms, because these are the coins that command breathtaking prices. A slight doubling on the lettering, a misaligned strike, or even unusual toning could be the difference between pocket change and a millionaire's asset. For that reason, the coin becomes a puzzle piece, an item worth examining under magnifying glasses and bright lights, with collectors praying to discover the elusive treasure among millions of ordinary siblings. Auctions around the world have witnessed the spectacle of seemingly modest coins climbing into price ranges one would associate with luxury mansions, exotic cars, and priceless art. The 1993 D Washington quarter, in its rarest forms, sits proudly in that category. Its presence in such circles elevates its legacy. It becomes not only money but art, heritage, and wealth all fused into one. That is why serious collectors never dismiss a 1993 D. Instead, they hunt it with a feverish passion. The story of a 1993 D Washington quarter is also a lesson in destiny. A coin created by machines at high speed, meant only for circulation, accidentally stepped into the realm of rarity. That accidental twist is what makes it legendary. It reminds us that fortune often arrives in unexpected forms, and that the ordinary can suddenly reveal extraordinary value. For those who own it, the coin is no longer just an object. It is a promise of a different life. In the end, the 1993 D Washington quarter stands as a symbol of hidden fortune. To dismiss it as common change is to overlook the mysterious ways in which history and luck intertwine. It can make billionaires overnight. It can turn lives upside down, and above all, it carries with the spirit of possibility. So, if you hold one in your hand, think twice before spending it on something trivial, for within its metallic shine may lie the power to change your destiny forever. Do you want to also create an engaging YouTube-style script version of this? Something with dramatic storytelling and hooks at the start to keep viewers watching? Third, the Washington quarter dollar in 1995 is not just a piece of circulating currency. It is a silent treasure hiding in plain sight. To most people, it looks like an ordinary coin. Yet in the world of collectors and investors, certain examples of this quarter hold a mystique and value that can skyrocket beyond imagination. With its shining history and potential rarity, this coin is one of those hidden gems that could transform someone's financial destiny overnight if the right version is discovered. It is a coin that has the power to turn a small pocket change into $1 million fortune. What makes the 1995 Washington quarter so intriguing is not just its age or design, but the stories and mysteries tied to it. Some coins from this year carry rare minting errors, tiny mistakes that happen during production, which today make them worth fortunes. A double strike, off-center design, or unusual planchet can change a simple quarter into an artifact of immense value. Collectors chase these flaws because they are unique. No two era coins are ever exactly the same. That uniqueness fuels desire, and desire in turn drives up price. Imagine holding such a quarter in your hand. What feels like ordinary metal could actually be a ticket to luxury, freedom, and unimaginable wealth. The 1995 Washington quarter is known in certain circles as a sleeper coin, one that doesn't reveal its worth at first glance. People who spend years studying coins know how easily treasures slip through unnoticed. Every day, coins with rare qualities might exchange hands for just 25 cents, while in truth, their value could be enough to buy mansions, cars, or even change one's life forever. The emotional power of this coin lies in its ability to ignite dreams. Think of the millions who handle quarters daily, never once realizing that one of them could be hiding such life-changing value. This is where the magic of numismatics truly reveals itself. It's not just about money. It's about history, rarity, and the thrill of discovery. The 1995 quarter captures all of that in one small yet mighty object. Collectors across the world have a deep hunger for coins like this because they symbolize luck and destiny. To own such a quarter is to own a piece of American heritage, minted in an era when design and detail still carried pride. Add to that the possibility of rarity, and you begin to understand why prices can reach the millions. When supply is nearly non-existent and demand burns hot, value explodes. That is the secret behind why a 1995 Washington quarter could, in the right circumstances, command such unimaginable figures. The stories of people who stumble across fortune in the form of a simple coin are not fairy tales. They are real. A forgotten jar in an attic, an old collection passed down through generations, or even spare change given back at a store could be the source of such wealth. The 1995 quarter carries this aura of possibility, and it is this aura that keeps collectors awake at night, hunting relentlessly for the next great discovery. In truth, the power of this quarter goes beyond economics. It represents the idea that fortunes can hide in the most ordinary places. It teaches us that even something as small and overlooked as a quarter can carry greatness if looked at with the right eyes. That is why every collector, dreamer, and investor keeps their curiosity alive, always scanning, always hoping that the next coin they pick up will be the one that changes everything. So if you ever come across a 1995 Washington quarter, don't dismiss it as just spare change. Take a closer look. Study its shine, its details, its flaws. You might be holding the very coin that has the power to rewrite your destiny overnight. This is no ordinary quarter. It is a potential fortune, a hidden crown jewel, and perhaps the spark that turns a dreamer into a billionaire in the blink of an eye. Would you like me to also craft this in a YouTube-style narration script with suspenseful tone, hooks, and call to action so it feels like a viral coin collecting video? The 1997 P. Washington quarter may look like an ordinary piece of change, something you'd normally slip into a vending machine or toss into a jar, but hidden within its shine lies a story of unimaginable value. This coin, minted in Philadelphia, carries within an aura of rarity and fascination that few people ever truly recognize. Collectors worldwide search endlessly for unique and flawless examples, driving its worth to levels most can only dream of. To hold one in your hand is not just to possess a coin, it is to hold the possibility of an overnight fortune. What makes the 1997 P quarter so extraordinary is not merely its date or its mint mark, but the sheer perfection and scarcity in its rarest forms. Coins with minting errors, flawless surfaces, or unique strike details are considered treasures that collectors are willing to pay millions for. Imagine a coin so rare that even seasoned numismatists gasp when it appears on the market. That's the allure of this Washington quarter. The smallest detail, a double strike, a misaligned die, or an untouched shine, could transform the simple piece of metal into a life-changing asset. Think about the power this coin holds. A tiny, circular object that could flip the course of someone's destiny overnight. There are people who stumbled upon one in their change purse, completely unaware of the hidden gem they carried, only to later discover that its value soared into unimaginable figures. The 1997 P. Washington quarter is not just a coin. It is a lottery ticket, made of copper and nickel, waiting for the right eyes to spot its magic. The coin story is as much about history as it is about wealth. Coming at the edge of the millennium, the 1997 quarter represents the final breath of an era before the introduction of the State Quarter series. This makes a symbolic piece, a bridge between two chapters of American coinage. Owning it is like holding on to a fragment of the past while cashing on the present, with a promise of a future filled with prosperity. That dual identity adds layers of value, both emotional and financial, to its already extraordinary worth. Collectors often describe the thrill of chasing a coin like this as electrifying. The idea that a common quarter can secretly be worth millions keeps the dream alive for treasure hunters across the globe. The 1997 P quarter, in its rarest form, becomes an object of obsession. Auctions featuring such coins often turn into battles, with bids soaring higher and higher as wealthy collectors fight for privilege of ownership. Watching that drama unfold is proof of the coin's irresistible charm. But here's the beauty of it. Anyone, absolutely anyone, could be holding this coin right now without realizing its potential. It may be sitting in a dusty drawer, hidden at the bottom of a coin jar, or passed unknowingly from hand to hand in everyday transactions. That's the real mystery. The possibility that this legendary fortune might be lying quietly within reach, disguised as pocket change. Its value isn't always obvious to the naked eye, but once discovered, it explodes into something life-changing. The 1997 P. Washington quarter is more than metal. It is hope, destiny, and a fortune pressed into one small disc. Its allure doesn't fade with time. If anything, it grows stronger, because the fewer that exist in pristine or error condition, the higher their value climbs. It becomes not just a coin, but a story, a legend passed down among collectors who whisper about ability to create millionaires overnight. So, if you ever come across a 1997 P quarter, don't make the mistake of spending it like an ordinary 25 cents. Take a closer look, because that tiny piece of history could hold the power to rewrite your life. It may seem impossible, but many fortunes were built from things no one else believed in. This coin is a reminder that sometimes the smallest discoveries carry the greatest rewards, and the 1997 P. Washington quarter is living proof of that golden truth. Would you like me to also create a short, powerful YouTube-style script version of this that hooks the viewer in the first 10 seconds?